The first question was, who is the person logged on? Well, it's some fictitious person called Super001. That's in the top left-hand corner of the screen. What participant company do they work for? On the top right of the screen, it's some participant called RTLR. Which attributes look as if they can be changed? Well, it looks like the trader set of attributes can be changed, and also things like the ICP status in the status grouping. What's the purpose of the as-at field? Well, the as-at field, I've drawn a picture of the TARDIS for the Doctor Who fans amongst you. And the TARDIS enables you to travel backwards in time. And you can do that with the as-at field because the registry is it's a database, and we store all the information, historic information as well. So you can travel back in time to a particular date. Just type in the date that you want to go back to. Click the refresh button, and it will show you the value of all the fields, the attributes, as they were on that date. And the proposed MEP, one of the things that a retailer does with a new ICP is they might propose an MEP to look after that ICP. And that sets in train something called metering switch, MEP switch. Right. So on that screen we noticed that there were in fact 6 groupings of attributes: network, pricing and address. Those top 3 are the responsibility of the distributor to complete correctly. Trader grouping and a metering grouping. Trader for the retailer and metering for the MEP. Now, when you make changes to these attributes, you'll notice, for instance, I've just highlighted there the address grouping of attributes. If we were to make a change to one or more of the attributes in that grouping, then one of the things you have to specify is the event date, and that is the date from which those changes are deemed to take place, to be effective from. And the event date can be today's date, or it can be some date in the past. You can correct information. It's just the distributor. Yes, the distributor. They can't change address information, no. No.
So if we come across an incorrect address, that request has to go to the distributor?
Yeah, in that case, you would have to approach the distributor, yep. Okay. Here's an example of, let's suppose that we were we're a distributor and we're entering information, and one of the attributes we're trying to sort out is the physical address town. And our first attempt is at specifying that it's Auckland is ORC, Auckland. And we do this on the 2nd of January. So if we put that event date, then as from the 2nd of January onwards, and it's as from the start of the day, so when you see an event date, It's from the start of that day that the changes are to take place from. Now we might, on the 10th of January, we might attempt to correct the spelling, so we put in different spelling now. And if we've got the event date 10th of January, let's assume we have another go, and on the 25th of January, event date 25th of January, we finally managed to spell Auckland correctly. So a couple of questions. What's the physical address town as at 12th of January? OK, correct. Yep. And on the 28th of January, it would be Auckland spelt correctly. Now we could, I mean, this is a really silly example, but we could make a change on the 15th of January and make the town Wellington. And this is the ICP history, and one of the screens that you can look at is the ICP history, and you can see a complete list of all the changes to particular groupings of ICPs, of attributes. Now, one of the things you can also do is you can reverse an event that you put in. So let's suppose that we went back to the 10th of January and we reversed that particular event. And it's very, very easy to do. I'll just go back a couple of screens and show you how easy it is to do that. You can possibly see here in the address grouping of attributes, there is a reversal indicator. So you could use you could travel back in time to a particular date and then just set the reversal indicator, and that would reverse that event completely. You can also enter in an event for the same date where there is an existing event, and the new event replaces the information from the previous one.